Okay, so in this video we're going to work on solving systems of inequalities. So to do these, a couple things we need to go over is when you have, I'm going to write this up here, when you have this or this, okay, that is greater than or equal to, you're going to shade above the line. Okay, if it's the opposite, less than or equal to, shade below. Okay, if you're going to have this or this, it's a dashed line. Okay, if you have this or this, it's a solid line. Okay, so we're going to graph our lines just like we did when we're solving by graphing. You find your y-intercept. So in the first one, my y-intercept is positive 1. My slope is negative 1 over 2. So if I go up 1, I go to the left 2, so that it's a negative line. Okay, this one has a line underneath of it, so I'm going to have a solid line, put arrows on the end, extend it through the graph. Okay, and it says y is greater than this. So if I'm greater than something, I'm above it. So I'm going to shade above this line. Okay, let's do the second one. Y-intercept is positive 3. My slope is positive 1 over 2. So I'm going to go up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2. Okay, this one is greater than with no line underneath, so this is just going to be a dash going through this line. Okay, it also says I'm greater than, so if I'm greater than that line, I'm going to shade above it this way. Okay, so that tells me that my intersection is this area here. Okay, so I'm going to shade that nice and dark. So that would be the solution. So that tells me all these points in this shaded area satisfies both these equations, both these inequalities, I'm sorry. Alright, so let's do another example. Alright, y is less than negative 4x plus 1. Find my y-intercept, positive 1. My slope is negative 4. Remember, when you have a whole number, it's just over 1. So I'm going to do negative 4. So I'm going to go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, to the left. To make it negative, down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, to the right. Okay, I have a dashed line going through here. Put arrows on the end. It says I'm less than, so I'm going to shade this way. Okay, my second line equation is negative 2. Okay, my slope just says negative x, so remember, when I have just negative x is equal to negative 1 over 1x. So I'm going to start here, go up 1 to the left, up 1, over, up and over, and then the opposite way, down, down, down. Okay, this one just has a dash also, so I'm going to draw dashes through these lines. Put arrows on the end. It says I'm less than that, y is less than, so I'm going to be below this line also. So I'm going to shade. So my area of overlapping is here through here. Okay. Okay, my third example is y is greater than 1. So here is my y-axis. Here is y is 1. So I'm going to draw a horizontal line through y at 1. It's going to be a dash because it's just greater than. So put arrows on the end. So greater than, well, I'm going to be above it because 2 is greater than 1, 3 is greater than 1. So I'm going to shade this area here. Okay, my second line tells me my y-intercept is positive 2. My slope is 1 over 1, so I'm going to go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. Go the opposite way to do the graph. Okay, this has a line underneath, so I'm going to have a solid line here. Okay, it says y is less than, so if I'm less than something, I'm below it. So I'm going to shade below this line. So my area of intersection here is right, this shaded area in here. So that would be my solution. Now remember when we do inequalities that if the point is on a solid line, so anywhere on this line would be included in the solution, but anywhere on this dashed line it would not, because that means that the line is not included. So you need to keep that in mind when you do that. So remember, if the point is on a solid line, it's included in the system. If it's on a dashed line, it is not. Okay, so when I look at these systems of inequalities, I'm looking at them and I'm thinking they're very similar. I got the same slope, but I got different y-intercepts. If I remember from graphing, that tells me that these lines are going to be parallel. Same slope, different y-intercepts. So let's go ahead and graph these. First one is -2. My slope is -1, so I'm going to go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. Okay, and then go the opposite way. I have a no line underneath, so this is just going to be a dashed line. Okay, my second one is +2, -1, so up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, down 1, okay. This is going to be, it has a line underneath, so it's going to be a solid line. Alright, so let's go back to the first one. I should do this. Okay, so this one says y is greater than this, so I'm going to shade above for this line. And then this one tells me that y is less than this one, so if I shade beneath this line, okay, so my intersection is going to be in between the two lines. So I would shade that a little bit darker. Okay, so this area in between these two lines is the intersection. Alright, so if you have any more questions on solving systems of inequalities, please see me in class.